Heads up, Tim. Hey, who's that? Who? Coach, I'm not feeling too well. I'm gonna go home. All right. BII high school senior Timothy Moore was found lifeless on a highway road on the outskirts of town. Authorities are still investigating the case. However, forensic reports have disclosed the cause of demise is that of cyanide poisoning. Brock, dude, you got the money? Yeah, I'm betting all my money on this game. Hey, look at that chick. Looks like she's checking you out. Meet me in the back. What's up, babes? You? You can leave. What do you want? Call an ambulance. Who could do something like this? This is so inhumane, so sick. Breaking news. Authorities predict a serial killer is on the loose in Magnolia Springs, targeting teenagers and young men. Yesterday night, a young man was attacked, his private part dismembered in isolation before he was left clothless on the road. However, before the young man could reach Populous, his health had deteriorated due to loss of blood, and he eventually passed away in the hospital. As the authorities continue their investigation, the only suspect who has been found is a woman who the young man had been seen with. She claims she had been paid by a tall, broad man to lure the young man to him. However, she was unable to say anything more, and from her description, the culprit still remains unidentifiable. Master Lehman, there's a package for you. Leave it and go. Meet me at the lighthouse unless you want your father and the world to know your secret. 12 a.m. Come alone. There are eyes on you. What do you want from me? To see you in pain. You must be a very foolish man to think I would come here unarmed. You know, we met her again before her death. She was shivering, sweating, shaking out of fear. Maybe that's what led her to do what she did. Is this a joke? About a year and a half ago, Roger Harrison was a family man. After his wife passed away, leaving behind their 15-year-old daughter, Amelia, it was Roger who was raising her. At the time, Roger was working as a truck driver. He transported apples and other produce from gardens and vineyards in various states to Alabama. And despite trying his best to be a good father, due to his work, he often had no time for Amelia, having to leave her behind for days at a time when he went on his deliveries. But whenever he would return, he was sure to bring special fruits for his daughter. "Dad, you're back early." "Amelia, sweetheart, how's everything at home?" "Fine, Dad. I'm 16 now. I know how to take care of myself for 3 days, okay?" All right, Missy. Now where's that tough guy? I brought apples for him. Let me give him a call." "Hey Tim, it's Amelia. Can you come over?" "Yeah, sure, I'll be there." "And what did you bring for me, Dad?" "Oh, was I supposed to? Sorry, sweetheart, it totally slipped my mind." "Oh, come on, Dad, that joke is getting old. I know you brought cherries, my favorite." "Tim, you're here, come on." "Hey, Mr. Harrison, looks like I'm almost your height now." "A little bit more, boy. Now here, I got Honeycrisp, the ones you like." "Thanks, Mr. Harrison." Timothy and Amelia had been best friends since childhood, and Mr. Harrison too was quite fond of the boy. The friends went to the same school, and Timothy often used to come to the field nearby Amelia's house where he played baseball with the team, and often Amelia would tag along too. It was in the summer after junior year that one day Amelia approached her father with a pamphlet. "Dad, I want to go to the summer camp in the Black Forest." "And you'll be there all alone?" "Dad, it's not going to be just me. There will be teachers there and other kids, and Timothy's going too, and I'll be home before you return." "All right." Much of the time, Roger would always agree to his daughter's wants, unless it was something he'd know would be dangerous for her. And in this case, a week away to the Black Forest with other kids seemed harmless. That weekend, Roger dropped Amelia off at the camp's bus stop, and she and Timothy, along with many other kids, headed off to summer camp. Amelia was having a great time hiking and exploring the forest with Timothy, participating in all the activities, and enjoying with some old school friends and newly made friends. But it was one day while Amelia was hiking through the woods that she suddenly noticed two guys from the camp. Amelia was embarrassed seeing them together, and just when they too had spotted her, she turned around as if she hadn't seen anything and ran back. "Whoa, where are you running to? Is a bear chasing you?" "What? No. Tim, I gotta tell you something." "What?" "Did you know Tucker and Brock are together?" Yeah, they're like best friends. They're always together." "No, they're not just best friends, they're a couple." "What?" Amelia and Timothy didn't tell anyone else the little secret, but whenever they crossed paths with Tucker and Brock, they couldn't help but smile at them with a hint of mockery. And Tucker and Brock too would pass them glances. Until one evening, the two guys approached Timothy. "Hey, Tim." Hey, what's up?" "I'm gonna cut straight to it. You and Amelia probably found out something about us. So how about you call her and we can all have a conversation like grown-ups, cause if our families know, there might be trouble for us." "All right, I'll tell her." Assuming it would be a casual talk to clear things out, Timothy told Amelia, and they came to the cliffside east to the camp. "Hey guys, what's up? Why'd you call us here?" "Oh, we just wanted to make sure you wouldn't tell." "Hey, what are you doing? Stop!" As Tucker got hold of Amelia, Timothy stepped up to butt in. but Brock pushed him back. "Let go of her. Shut up and stand right here, unless you want worse to happen to you." That evening, Tucker and Brock had their way with Amelia. No one could hear them from the camp, and in fright of his own fate, Timothy remained still, silently watching. "Are you gonna open your mouth? Are you gonna tell our secret? Or you want us to go another round?" "No, no. Now if you tell our secret, we'll tell yours." Since that dreadful night, Amelia stopped talking to Timothy, and suffering from the trauma, she couldn't tell anyone else either, and she went into depression. That week, when Roger returned home from his trip one day after Amelia returned from the camp, he noticed a change in her. She wasn't talking, she wasn't joking around or being stubborn like she usually was. "Amelia, I brought hand-picked pomegranates for you. Come check them out." "I'm not hungry, Dad." "What happened, sweetheart? Is everything okay? Are you feeling all right?" "It's nothing." Roger could tell his daughter was hiding something from him. But no matter how many times he asked her, she wouldn't say anything. She stayed at home, didn't go out with her friends. She stopped eating. And sometimes Roger overheard her crying in her room. And it was one of these nights when Roger had gone to check up on her. He was devastated to see his daughter had attempted to take her life. Fortunately, Roger was able to reach her to the hospital in time, but Amelia was in a critical condition. Seeing his daughter in that state, Roger started to fall apart. He needed to know what happened. "Mr. Harrison, how is she? I came as soon as I could." "She's senseless." "Tim, I know you know, so tell me what happened." In guilt and anxiety, Timothy told everything to Roger. And when Roger found out, he was enraged. If he could just get his hands on those two men. But he knew, first, his daughter needed him to be there. "Dad? Amelia, why didn't you tell me?" "Dad, Don't worry, sweetheart. You will get justice." So Roger approached the police and filed a case against Brock Turner and Tucker Lehman. And in due time, the case progressed and soon went to court. Tucker, being the son of a rich, influential man, he had a reputed lawyer fighting their case. However, Roger and Amelia had a stronger case, as they had Timothy on their side as an eyewitness. Were you present at the time Amelia Harris claims Brock and Turner took advantage of her? We were all together at the camp, but nothing like that happened. Roger and Amelia were shocked when Timothy went back on his word. However, Brock and Tucker's lawyer quickly took this to his advantage, alleging Amelia of having numerous affairs and portraying her as a scandalous girl. Your Honor, Amelia Harrison had been seen with many other young men. And it's obvious she wanted to be with my client, but got rejected. And now is trying to vilify my client due to jealousy or hatred between the young adults. As the case progressed, Roger and Amelia lost their stand, and the judge ruled against them and released Brock and Turner from all allegations. Your Honor, my daughter has been wronged. These men are lying. Mr. Harrison, I've taken a look on both sides, and not only does your case have no basis, on the contrary, your daughter's scandals have been exposed. Your Honor, just give me 10 minutes with them, and I'll make them confess. I'm sorry, Mr. Harrison, I can't allow that. Your Honor, please, just 5 minutes. 2 minutes. Mr. Harrison, keep patience. When the judge made his final statements and Brock and Turner chuckled hearing their release, Roger couldn't hold in his rage and charged at them in the courtroom. You hurt my daughter, you son of a... Order, order. Please remain civil, Mr. Harrison, or you will be arrested for the contempt of court. Admit what you did. Admit what you did. Roger was unable to control himself in his pain and anguish, and consequently, all that resulted was him being arrested and sentenced to 2 years in jail. Now, whilst her father was serving time behind bars, Amelia was left all alone. She didn't talk to anyone anymore, neither did she leave her house. But it was one night, she received visitors. Amelia was frightened hearing Tucker and Brock's voice from outside. Open the door, Amelia, it's just us. Every time they knocked, Amelia's heart trembled. We were missing you, just couldn't forget that night. Come on now, let us in. Don't deny you didn't have fun too. Leave or I'll call the police. Didn't you try that already? How did that end up for you? Now your dad is in jail, and you're all alone. How long do you think you'll be able to escape from us? Please, please just go away. Fortunately, Brock and Tucker had left that night, but Amelia could no longer live in the anxiety, imagining what they would do to her if they got to her. Fearing the worst, she ended her life. When news of her death reached Roger, he was devastated. He could no longer sleep, her memories haunted him, and every night he saw her in his dreams, over and over again. Dad, they hurt me, and you did nothing. Roger was tormented by grief and guilt, and he sought revenge. In the following months, on account of his good conduct, Roger managed to be released prior to his 2-year sentence. And the first of people he targeted was Timothy. And this time, when he went to meet him, he went like he always had before, with apples. I'm sorry, Mr. Harrison. Even if I tried, I wouldn't have been able to do anything that night. You're a betrayer. You could have called someone, you could have done something. And if not that, what happened at court? You lied. Mr. Harrison, they were powerful people. They threatened me. As Timothy pleaded, Roger brought over a carton of apples and placed it in front of him. Eat. You want me to eat the apples? You will eat the seeds. Roger watched as Timothy began eating the seeds, one by one. I can't eat anymore. Please, Mr. Harrison, spare me. Believe me, I'm giving you the easy way out. And so, Timothy had passed away eating each and every apple seed, containing a small dosage of cyanide until he died from cyanide poisoning. But his death would not be the end of Roger's revenge. He would get each and every one who had wronged his daughter. Baiting Brock, he brought him back to the lighthouse, blindfolded and clothless. Where am I? Please, please don't hurt me. I'm willing to do anything you want. Should I give you a taste of your own medicine? Please, just don't kill me. Confess your secrets. Putting down the camera, Roger then walked to the table and took out a container of a white substance. He then poured out a glass of water and lastly took out his knife. Do you know what this is? It's white phosphorus, Roger said, taking his knife and cutting a small chunk. He then took out his lighter and lit it on fire. It doesn't go out. With his knife, Roger then dropped the burning chunk into the glass of water, watching the flame extinguish. But as soon as he took it out again, it began to burn once again. Now you have two options. You can take this knife, dismember yourself, and walk away from here. Or I'm going to pour white phosphorus on you. And you know what's going to happen if I light you up and throw you in the water? You'll not only burn into ashes, but you'll suffocate to death at the same time. No, please. What is this, a joke? Justice. Roger threw the lighter at Tucker, and before Tucker could point the gun at Roger, the fire lit around him. Seeing the flame increase and soon catch on him, he ran to the window and jumped out into the crashing waves. But would it be of any use anymore? It was too late. Listening to his shouts with a smile, Roger put down his head on the ground and closed his eyes. He had avenged his daughter. He could finally rest in peace.
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.